Hello Magic Makers, welcome to Storytime with Mombierella. This is a young adult fiction and may be inappropriate for some younger viewers. Evil Thing. A Tale of That DeVille Woman by Serena Valentino. Copyright Disney Enterprises Incorporated, 2020. Chapter 21. 101 Dalmatians. My henchmen, Horace and Jasper, told me all about it. How they locked that idiot, Mrs. Bailey, up in the attic, and took the puppies. She always was an old fool, and now she was an even older fool than before. They tricked the old woman. Not that it took too much trickery on their part. They waited until Anita and Roger took Perdita and Pongo for a walk, then simply rang the doorbell and made up a lie pretending they were there to fix the electric or the gas or something. Simple. And oh, what a stir it made. You'd think someone had kidnapped the Queen, the way everyone was acting. It was in all the papers, and it really was very amusing, seeing Anita and Roger's photos, reading that frumpy old woman's account of the story. I laughed when I read all of the headlines. I couldn't help myself. I mean, really. Such a fuss over a bunch of puppies. I was staying in a hotel in London, Mamma's treat. She was in town, staying at the same hotel, and we were meeting for dinner. I just had to tell her about my plans. I couldn't wait to see the look on her face when I told her what I was up to. What I had in mind. My master plan. Oh, it was too divine. She would be so proud of me. I had it all planned out. I had those fool henchmen staying in Hell Hall with the puppies, while I was tucked safely away in my hotel room. There was no way I was going to be connected to those puppies, or those idiots Horace and Jasper of Scotland Yard came poking around. Thank goodness Mamma was in town. But the papers, oh, the papers, they were a gas. I read them in bed, taking delight in everyone's misery, while I was waiting for my hair to set. I had a marvellous evening planned with my Mamma, and I wanted to look my best. Dog napping. Can you imagine such a thing? 15 puppies stolen. But they are darling little things. I was suffering from fits of laughter. Anita and her bashful Beethoven, pipe and all. Oh, Roger, you are a fool. I honestly couldn't remember when I'd felt better. It was all too ridiculous. It was the most delightful evening I'd had in ages, since Jack was alive. It was all too wonderful. I had the puppies hidden away at Hill Hall, and I thought I had gotten away with it. My revenge on Anita and her fool of a husband. Saying no to me. Making up wretched songs about me. Me! Cruella de Vil! I'd taught them a lesson they would never forget. Maybe I would send Anita a little coat as a thank-you gift. She'd said she would like one after all. But of course, that jumped-up musician of hers couldn't afford to buy her one. Why not send her a little gift? Oh, she'd lost her chance at a wonderful life traveling the world with me. But I mustn't dwell on the past. I thought everything was going brilliantly, and I couldn't wait to tell Mamma what I was up to. She would be so proud of me. Her daughter, the first ever to make fur coats out of spotted puppies, and she would adore it. She'd wanted a muffler all those years ago, and this would be so much more magnificent. Everything was going brilliantly. Of course, I didn't much care for having Scotland Yard investigating me, calling me in for questioning. Me! I know it was Roger who sent them sniffing around me. They had posters plastered all over the city, and the newspapers were splashed with those puppies. And those fools' faces. Between that and Scotland Yard taking an interest in the case, those imbeciles, Jasper and Horace, were nervous. They called me at the hotel, even though I had forbade them. I thought it was Mamma calling me to confirm our dinner date, but it was Jasper. Hello? Jasper! Jasper, you idiot! How dare you call me here? I couldn't believe he was calling me at the hotel. Simple-minded ghoul that he was. He couldn't follow even the simplest of instructions.
But we don't want no more of this. We want our boodle.
This was too much. Just too much. Did I really have to hold their hands while I was trying to get ready for an evening with my Mamma? Why on earth was I paying these idiots? From what little I had left. Not 1 shilling until the job is done. Do you understand? I said. There was no way I was going to pay them for a job half done. But they wouldn't relent.
It's here in the blinking papers, pictures and all.
Hang the papers. It'll be forgotten by morning, I said, and it was true. Who cared about a bunch of puppies anyway? Tomorrow the world would find something else to get upset over.
Oh, shut up, you idiot,
he said. I couldn't believe it. What?
Oh, no, not you, miss. I mean Horace here.
Why, you imbecile! And I hung up the phone. This was all too much. Too much. I decided I'd better call Anita and see if there was anything to Jasper's anxiety. These idiotic henchmen were playing havoc on my nerves. This was the last thing I needed before I met Mamma. The last thing. Someone finally answered the phone. It was that ridiculous, stammering Roger.
Hello? Hello? Inspector?
He stammered. Oh, so they had been speaking to the inspector. Is Anita there? I asked.
Who?
He asked. My stars, what a fool. Anita!
Oh, it's for you,
he said, coldly passing the phone to Anita. Her sweet voice was a nice change from Roger's accusatory tone. Hello? Anita, darling. Oh, Cruella. She did not sound happy to hear from me. Oh, Anita, what a dreadful thing. I just saw the papers. I couldn't believe it. Yes, Cruella. It was quite a shock. Roger, please. That fool must have been chattering in her ear during our entire conversation. I didn't hear what he was saying, but I'm guessing it wasn't anything nice. Yes, we're doing everything possible, she said. Have you called the police? Yes, we called Scotland Yard, but I'm afraid... And then that horrid man took the phone from Anita.
Where are they?
He demanded. And then it was Anita again. You idiot! She exclaimed. Anita! Sorry, Cruella. Oh, she had been talking to Roger. That made me smile. I asked if they would keep me informed about their little drama. Yes, if there's any news, we'll let you know. Thank you, Cruella. Ha! Clearly she thought Roger was an idiot as well. I was happy to see she was on my side. We were fine. They had no leads. Scotland Yard wouldn't be bothering me again. Horace and Jasper had nothing to worry about. I had nothing to worry about, except for one thing. What was I going to do with just 15 puppies? That wouldn't even make the muffler Mamma was so keen on. I needed more. Many more. And the last thing I needed was to be seen buying up every last puppy in London. So I needed those wretched men just a little longer. And I needed more puppies. Fools that they were. Jasper and Horace managed to buy every Dalmatian puppy they could get their hands on. It took all the money I had. There wasn't a single puppy left, not in all of London. They were all mine. They called the hotel from the payphone in the village again, as I was heading down to meet my Mamma in the hotel restaurant. I was ecstatic. 101 Dalmatians! I would be able to make Mamma the most marvellous coat imaginable. It would be like the day I gave her Papa's money. I imagined her smile when she saw it. I imagined her telling me she loved me again. Come to think of it, with so many puppies, I'd be able to keep one for myself as well. Maybe even one day I could be a fur-monger. I would rule the fashion world. Mamma loves fashion. She adores it more than anything. She would be so proud of me. I was proud of myself, too. What started out as a desire to make my Mamma something she would love turned into something bigger, much bigger, something magnificent. I couldn't wait to share my news with my Mamma. She would be so proud that I had finally found a way to distinguish myself. Please come back next time for more. If you haven't had a chance to yet, please take a second, hit that thumbs up, comment down below, say hello, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell as well. And share with a friend who'd like to hear these stories. And if you'd like to help me continue to do these readings, make sure to check out my social media links and Patreon page down below. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Remember, let it go and keep moving forward. Have a magical day. See you next time. Bye.